The art library on the west side serves as more than just a resource for the art majors of University of Iowa. It also serves as a reminder that modern art is coming up in our culture and that Iowa City has joined on the bandwagon.
The blue guitar, yeah, it's definitely that sculpture. It's inspired by it, so it's the shape of the guitar part of the sculpture, and because it's a man with guitar, and yeah, it was it. That's why it has such a funky, weird shape, and so the rooms are built around that idea.
Do you know where he got the inspiration? Just really like that sculpture.
I'm not sure. I know that if anyone wants to find out more information about him, we do have books, and we also have there's like a little placard downstairs on your way out on the entrance in the front of the building that says a little bit about him. But I think he just pulls his inspiration from modern art. Stephen Hall is the architect. He does. I don't know his other work, but I know he does a lot of American architecture across the country. But he built it because we needed a new art building, a new library, because the other one was flooded, and so the art library was in the main library for a while, and so they rebuilt it, and built this, and built a fake pond, and now we moved back over here, and yeah, it was just a better environment for art, like for creative minds.
So what is this all used for?
The whole building, or well, so this on the second floor we have the library, and then there's administrative offices as well. And downstairs we have classrooms. On this floor, the second floor, we have a lecture hall, and then the third floor we have more classes, but they're more geared toward like painting instead of art history.
The art library serves more than for just the art undergrads and graduates. It also provides a space where people can study and be themselves in a very beautiful environment.
Well, in my opinion, I really enjoy going to the art library, even though I'm not an art student, because I like the way the building looks and how it's really quiet over there. So unlike the main library, majority of students go there, but not a lot of people go to the art library. So it's really more calmer there and easier to study for me.
The campus also has an effect and an impact on many people's lives. There was a story where a young lady explained to us why she came to the University of Iowa, and the structure in the building was also one of the reasons that she decided to come to our beautiful campus.
The campus in general, the first time I saw it, the reason I started looking at the University of Iowa is because my undergrad kind of mentor got his PhD here. He worked with Professor Tomasini, who is still teaching, and he teaches Italian Renaissance. It's fabulous. And so I knew he was just a wonderful professor, and I knew that if he was a product of the programs. Then I came here, and it was in the summer, and I always think Iowa City is a little bit prettier in the summer.
It is.
Winter is not my favorite here. I actually came out by, Molly's. I think we parked nearby on the street, and then, the old Capitol, and that kind of sloping hill, and there were fireflies out, and then I walked across the river to this building, and I was like, oh, okay, I can definitely live here, because I was a little worried about Iowa.
Yes.
I hear about the cornfields, but that's not really Iowa City.
Yeah.
It's outside of Iowa City for sure. So, yeah.
The art library does do a lot for art majors as well, though. They have where undergrads can display their art, and graduate students host their shows that they have to have before they can graduate with their degree.
However, Rin Templeton, she's the head of the library. They usually email her, talk to her, and they can put anything on display in here. I mean, I've even put my amateur stuff on display in here, and it's by no means like grad stuff. But downstairs, there's a lobby for grad MFA shows and BFA shows, and you just set that up. They're Bachelor of Arts and Masters shows that people put on because when you're an art major, you can either be a general art major or you can focus on a certain area like painting or sculpture or whatever. And people, like right now there's an exhibition down there. They'll, at the end of their college career, they have to do an exhibition of their work and put on a show with food, which is why I go. And yeah, that's what they do down there. So it's also kind of a gallery. the paintings in the hallway have like been there since before time, and I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of them, but but they're, I don't know, they're there. And they're all hanging up crooked and stuff, but I don't know how they got
Who
up there.
chose those ones?
I think the university just chose. I'm not even sure. That is a good thing to go into. But yeah, usually the stuff down in the exhibitions are a lot better.
The fact that this building is clearly newer, they brought in, you know, a wonderful architect, and they probably had a lot of community involvement to get it. For the university, I would think that at least emphasizes importance in the arts that sometimes is overlooked in university settings because it's not as practical, and I would think that because it's a beautiful space to be in, it would make it more pleasant in terms of like a work environment. Yeah.
Have you always known that art is what you want to do?
Yeah, I started out as a studio arts major, and I was doing creative writing and studio arts, and then taking history classes for fun, and art history just kind of married everything I was interested in. I also knew that I wasn't a good enough painter to feed myself on my painting, so it's always been a part of my life.
With this project, we were just trying to show how the art community is important regardless of what school you're at and what their major focus is. The art community here at the University of Iowa deserves a round of applause for their outstanding work and their beautiful buildings. Many people don't understand how to really appreciate art as they're not used to seeing it, or they don't understand what it means when they do see it. Our main goal was just to inform you and show the art department a little appreciation because that's what they deserve. We hope that you'll take into consideration going to actually see the art building and experiencing its beautiful glory for yourself. Like I said, it's a wonderful place to study, and finals are coming up, so feel free to take that chance and study there.